You know what I discovered? Ito recent lang.
Yeah.
Yung OneNote. Sobrang low-tech
Buong week na yun, para kang hindi mo lang makakatulog ka ngayon.
Before, I just let it go.
It would cover like every math that we've studied.
Nakakalimutan kong may life after work morning.
So you like it quiet. You like it.
Yeah. Doon yung parang isip ko, babagsak ba ako dito?
I think kasi yun din naka-help para hindi ako masyadong, parang hindi ako mabot sa burnout stage.
Actually, when you think about it, there are a lot of cases right now related dun sa mental health, right, ng mga students, which is quite alarming.
From high school, nasanay ka, marami kang notebooks na dala. So,
oo, tama.
So, nung nag-college ka, yun din yung nakasanayan mo.
But we did the product all night long.
Okay.
As in, hindi kami natulog. Hal ka ulit.
Alam siya.
Hey everyone, welcome to Curious Civ, the podcast where two siblings get way too curious about everything.
That's right. We ask the questions, dive into the details, and maybe overshare just a little.
And for our first episode, we're talking study habits, the good, the bad, and the totally questionable techniques we've tried.
Yes, so if you've ever crammed last minute, pulled an all-nighter, or maybe convinced yourself you'd study early, pero hindi. So, you'll feel right at home here. Okay, so first question.
Okay, sorry, this is our first episode. So, okay, go ahead.
First question, sige. What were your go-to study methods in college? Did they ever evolve over time?
I guess my go-to study methods in college was to wake up early, read the book talaga. Like read the books, notes. Because at that time, there's really not much of, online, internet. Halata yung age, no? So, but there's really not much of that. So, you really rely on the books that you have. Go to library. Yeah. So, did they evolve over time? I think they did. Because right now, whenever I study, say, for example, for a simple thing, I go to, of course, our Mr. Google. I go to Google or I go to the websites and then study further from that. It's easier this time because there are videos, there are notes online. Mm-hmm. You, how about you?
For me, kasi sa time ko naman, nag-learn ako directly from the lecture notes. So, yung professor namin, they provide the lecture slides. So, parang instead of the textbook. So, parang I think mas okay siya kasi they make it concise and efficient.
Yeah.
So, parang nandun na lahat technically, actually. So, na-notice ko rin yun, na dun galing yung mga exams namin. So, dun ako nag-stick. So, yun. So, yun yung ginawa.
Did they evolve?
Wait, actually, ginawa ko rin is may note-taking system ako. So, instead na parang gumamit ako notebook, kasi medyo bulky siya. So, kumukuha ko ng bond paper. So, parang ganito. May bond paper ako. So, ang ginagawa ko, pina-fold ko siya ng ganito. And like this one. So, I write pa ganun. Para like, slim lang siya every time na pupunta ako sa per subject. Yun din, ang ginagawa ko naman is usually, nag-print ako nung mismong PowerPoint. Kasi, hindi kasi ako digital pag sa notes din. So, ang ginagawa ko, piprint ko sila. So, para compact yung layout niya. So, ayun.
Even now? Yeah.
So, ang ginagawa ko,
okay.
So, ang ginagawa ko, meron lecture size, diba? Usually, parang 20, 30 yun. So, ang ginagawa ko, piprint ko siya ng 3x3. Parang ganito.
Yeah.
So, like, up, down, and then left to right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, ganyan. So, ang gagawin ko, ikakat ko to. And then, I will stack them na parang notepad. Isi-stapler sila. So, kasi nagko-commute din ako. So,
it's better,
kasi,
no?
It's better kasi parang syempre, iwas din sa ano. So, gano'n ko, stapler ko siya, parang notebook. Ginaganon ko siya. Nabasok siya. Hindi rin ako magsulat. So, yun yung ginagawa.
Oo nga, no?
Diba? Yeah. And also, yung sa notebook, may particular subject na gumagamit ako notebook, which is math. So, gumagamit ako ng graphing notebook.
Yeah.
Pang math lang. So, dun lang ako nag-notebook. Kasi mas maganda siya tsaka,
is it better pag graphing notebook for maths?
Kasi meron kang may graphs, tapos meron kang mga shapes.
Diba, interesting.
Ano na siya yung box na siya. So,
yeah.
For me. Kasi yun din, gusto ko siya nasa notebook. Kasi parang sunod-sunod. Kasi naman, math naman, di ba? So, yun yung na-adapt ko din na parang natuwa ako dun.
You know what I discovered? Ito recent lang. Yeah. Yung OneNote, sobrang low-tech, Yung OneNote actually helps, Yeah. Like, I mean, I know na ako kasi like notebook rin But in notes, sometimes parang sa'yo kasi diba bond paper. So sa akin parang lahat scratch paper kasi in a way, parang I feel like ayoko magsayang ng papel. So, lahat ng hindi ko ginagamit, whatever shape or whatever size yan, scratch paper, yan yung ginagamit ko for notes. But I think I discovered yung sa OneNote. What do you mean wala?
Parang pwede mawala. Kasi di ba scratch paper lang?
No, I mean kasi like for example, I have ito. Papakita ko na lang din. So, meron ako ditong parang old what do you call this? Old na parang Muji 2022 na planner. Pero kasi, ang ganda niya, in a sense na parang, tignan mo, parang lang siya, box lang yung laman niya. Hindi ko siya nagamit lahat. So, ang ginawa ko, since hindi ko na siya magagamit because iba na yung dates, doon ako nagno-notes. Pero, ang ginagawa ko, I think I got this from a friend Parang ginagawa niya is, particularly if work, diba? Parang kapag may tinuturo sa yung process or whatever. So, isusulat niya muna yun sa scratch paper. So, syempre, minsan pag mabilis turo sa yung pangit na sulat mo, right? Tapos, ita-transfer niya yun to the real notebook na meron siya. Pero, parang ngayon, since may OneNote, what I'm doing is, pero tinatry ko pa lang. May notes ako dito. Tapos, may notes ako dun sa scratch paper ko nga. And then, tinatransfer ko siya sa OneNote. So, in that case, if I open OneNote, tapos, kunyari lang, yung notebook na yun is for, say, studying. Chapter 1, andun na lahat. Tapos, i-delete ko na lang or something. Pero, hindi ako makadraw. Yun lang ang mahirap.
Actually, yun din gusto kong matry. Kasi hindi ko siya try talaga Yung...
Oo, no? It's a new, no? Yeah. It's new. Which is good nga. Ang sabi ko, ganito pala. Kasi siguro, nung tinry ko siya on my own, parang hindi ko makuha yung point of OneNote, sa totoo lang. I'm not sure if ganun yung audience natin. Pero, siguro nung nag-collaborate with other people, dun ko na-realize na, okay pala to. Helpful pala mag-take down notes sa OneNote. Kasi andun na lahat. So, kunyari, kung may imi-meet kang tao, ilagay mo lang dun, o date. Tapos, isulat mo lang yung parang minutes nung pinag-meetingan nyo or whatever. Andun na. So, pag binalikan mo, i-click mo lang, ito pala yung pag-usapan namin.
Actually,
so, diba? It makes sense. So, kahit yung notes mo, parang maganda rin dun. Kaya natanong ko kanina about dun sa math na dapat naka-box. Graphing paper. Kasi in OneNote, di ba, meron silang parang type of paper.
Templates, yeah.
Templates yun.
Hindi,
yun lang naman.
Traditional kasi yung way nun ginawa ko, di ba? So, I think effective din siya dun kasi mas precise. Kasi yung line, di ba?
Oo.
Diba?
Pero tama.
I think makakahelp talaga yung box per se.
Oo nga, tama. Let's do the second question. Were you the type to cram or to stick to a strict study schedule?
I think I stick to a schedule. So parang or parang a system for me. Parang system yung akin kasi para ma-manage yung workload ko, I guess may system ako. So kasi sa amin sa college dati, meron kami tinatawag na parang hell week. So parang everything
Don't we have it all?
Ewan ko, para sa amin, bakit namin tinawag na Hell Week yun. Pero nakakatawa lang din kasi talagang legit siya. Kasi parang parang project, yung exams, as in like, buong week na yun, para kang hindi mo lang makakatulog ka ganun. Anyway, so ako, nililist ko yung task ko para mas stay organized. So, noong una, parang meron ako mga post-it ba yun? Or parang maliit na notebook. Susulat ko sila para matrack ko sila agad. So, na-find out ko na mas maganda yung post-it kasi parang pinipaste ko siya para kita ko siya sa harap ko.
Yeah.
Pero parang throughout time, nag-evolve. So, tinry ko yung Google Tasks. So, yun doon. Ako naglalagay. Tapos, meron din siyang subtask. Pwede ka mag-set ng deadline. So, parang manonotify ka sa phone mo. Di ba lagi naman natin hawak ko yung phone natin? So, naging effective din kasi nagsisync din siya dun sa calendar ko. So,
I see. Google Task, you mean?
Google Task.
Sabi mo? Google Task.
Yeah.
I guess this is the difference, right? Kasi I'm the type to cram. Kaya parang medyo, siguro, that's how I am. Or I was, I hope. Because right now, parang, kasi before, like in college, parang, it's not that I cram. Parang it's more of like, I try to not be bothered ng mga like yan nga when they say Hell Week, when they say parang oh shucks ang dami nating assignments and everything or more of ang daming projects ganyan. Parang I try to calm myself all the time na parang okay lang yan, matatapos ko yan lahat, just one step at the time. So in a way parang I don't follow a strict schedule but more of like okay, so what's first, anong unahin ko, so ito una, and then so parang kunyari mag all-nighter ka pero parang okay kasi bukas na yung deadline yan, parang mga ganon naman. So in a sense I think I'm more of like cram or like baka nga nasa procrastinating type of person. Pero this time naman, pero nag-evolve naman siya. So I try to do yung mga strict scheduling that hindi naman siya strict, but yung study schedule. So like I have Excel na parang you tick off kung ano yung tapos mo na. However, it's also hard to track kasi nga hindi siya strict. Yun. So parang sige na nga, bukas na nga lang to. So in a way, parang medyo mahirap pa rin siya on my part. Siguro kasi having been doing that for so long. Parang ganun.
Pero same time kasi ako rin naman, meron din ako priority. Parang pinaprioritize ko rin. So ako, yung easier. Parang titignan ko, ano ba yung mas madaling matapos? Like, pwede ko ba ito matapos ng 1 hour or 1 hour to 2 hours? Tapos,
yeah.
Tsaka ako pupuntahan yung iba na parang 1 week bago ko siya matapos.
Tama. Siguro kasi sa'yo parang medyo strict talaga. Sa akin kasi parang, okay, what's next? Parang
for me, hindi siya strict in a sense. Kasi parang feeling ko nag-work siya kasi mamakakalimutin din kasi ako. So, I think, yung nagno-notify sa akin, nag-help din sa akin, nagpop-up. Ayaw nga pala, nakalimutan ko. Diba? Kasi, may, parang nalulose track mo rin minsan yung kailangan mo gawin sa sobrang dami ng projects. So, I think yun talaga naging helpful sa akin.
Tama.
Okay, next is, how did you balance studying with social life, extracurricular activities, or work?
I don't. Joke. So, parang, kasi siguro you can only focus on one thing at a time. For me, So, kaya parang still struggle pa rin siya to balance things. So, like, kunyari, just an example, if I go to work or if I work, kasi I'm working right now. So, if I'm working, parang nasa-set aside ko yung social life, yung extracurricular, na I think mali naman siya in a sense. Kasi, like, di ba marami ngayon, mas active na yung lifestyle nila. They run, they go bike, and, marathon, ganyan, and everything. Parang nandun pa ako sa stage na, sige, yun nga, kasi parang one step at a time. Okay, if you want to focus on work, sige, focus ka on work. Pero try to schedule something on the side na social life. It's an effort. Siguro yun sa akin. Parang it's an effort for me to say, or it's an intentional. So like kunyari, right now, ang ginagawa. Before, I just let it go. Na parang, sige, parang I have a meeting with, like kunyari sa church. Parang, I have a parang Bible study on Wednesdays, ganyan. Pero, before, I treat it as more of like, okay, sige, parang part of work. May meeting ako, parang ganon. So, which didn't work out for me. I'm not sure if others would relate dun sa part na yun na parang, okay, sige, may Bible study ako, I just go there. And then, yun, study, ganyan, catch up, and then, okay, bye-bye. But then, wala na siya sa mind mo. Parang, wala na siya sa mind mo in a sense na kasi tapos na yung meeting. Hindi dahil hindi mo sila gustong kausap or something ha. Pero parang, ano na siya, parang naka-routine ka, ganyan. Which I find na sabi ko, parang hindi siya mag-workout. So, yun na nga, hindi nga siya nag-workout. So, ngayon, what I am trying to do, which I hope would help and i-update ko yung ating audience, is be intentional in all of the things that I do. So, like, kunyari, I balance studying kasi I'm reading something right now. So, studying. So, kapag social life, yes, it's a bit of routinary pa rin, but more of like, okay, on my social life, this month, I have to meet, say, 1 to 2 different people apart from my household. Just to really be intentional of, getting to know the person or getting to know the group. So, kapag na-tick off ko na yun, like a, tick box. Extracurricular. So, every Sunday, what we do is, nag-walk kami. So, in a way, parang gusto ko nga siya i-add na parang, okay, what if every Saturday we try to squeeze in something na activity, may it be mall, may it be swimming or something. Kasi, I guess how I functioned before and even now, parang nangyari dahil masyado akong focus sa work, nakakalimutan kong may life after work. So, parang more of like, okay, 8 to 5 work. After 5, okay, uwi na ako. And then, pahinga na. So, parang everything na kailangan kong gawin, okay, Saturday na yan. Pagdating Saturday, ay shucks, pagod na ako. So, in a way, the answer to that question, I don't balance it. I try to be intentional kapag nag-aaral and also kapag may social and work and whatever. Yun lang. Ikaw?
Ako naman, dinededicate ko yung time ko sa school ko most of the time. So, wala masyado yung ganun. Pero, for me naman, how I balance it or parang relieve stress din, I guess, is parang I do DIY projects. And, and I also sew. So, I think yun yung nag-aano sa akin.
Okay nga eh.
So, nakakatuwa rin. And then, also, di ba sabi ko, na-mention ko, may Hell Week kami, di ba? So, after each term, meron kaming sa mga friends ko na every time after nung term ko, nagmi-meet kami, nag-hangout kami ng mga friends ko. Ngayon, just
that's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. I think, isa pang I want to share, yun na nga parang how to balance it. So, sa'yo, nababalance mo? That's what you're saying?
I think, yeah.
Laki naman, parang more of like, kasi nga hindi ako makafocus on 2 things at a time. So, parang more of like, okay, after this is what I'm gonna do. Parang ganun. So, parang there are times, makikita mong hindi ako stressed kapag nagbe-bake ako. So, more of like, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, hindi siya super related, pero parang kunyari after studying or after doing something, like yung what you said na nakipag-meet ka sa friends mo, parang ako naman, parang mag-bake ako, parang ganun. Tapos after nun, okay, do something again na very, thanks. Joke lang. Anyway, so let's go to another one. So what was the biggest study challenge you faced and how did you overcome it?
Meron akong parang math exam before na it would cover like every math that we've studied. So meron kami.
Oh, that's cruel.
Calculus 1, 2, 3. So lahat trigonometry. So wala siyang official practice test, ganun. So medyo naging difficult siya sa akin to prepare. So yung time na yun, doon talaga nahirapan ako. And I think yung since walang official test. So, nag-ask around ako. So, kung baka meron silang ibang study sources, yung mga naka-finish na.
Yeah.
And then yun, so after yun, nag-focus ako doon sa mga key concepts na inano nila. So yun, pumasa rin. So, yeah, I think din talaga yung challenge for me. Na-overcome din. Ikaw ba?
I'm actually thinking, pero mahirap yun yung puro math. Tapos, syempre, formula.
Ikaw ba?
Yeah.
Ano
yung
challenge mo? Dati?
Wala.
Pero, in fairness, wala ka nga.
Joke lang. Joke lang. Ano ka ba? Wala. Kasi nga, I try to calm myself even if. So, parang nandun lang ako sa parang, okay, relax lang tayo. Huwag masyadong maano.
True.
Siguro, yung pinaka-challenge sa akin was, okay. Nung nagte-thesis na kami, so that, siya 2 semesters siya. Pero nung first sem, so nag-thesis, data gathering, the topic muna ata Topic and then the possibility of data gathering, kung possible na makuha yung data. And then we found out, so okay yung topic parang very, interesting talaga siya. But we found out na wala kaming data for the thesis na we want to do. Di ba, if you're doing that, parang dapat meron kang, what do you call this? Dapat meron kang related studies. So, parang nagawa na siya in the past technically. Kasi, yung course ko naman, hindi siya yung parang, mag-innovate ka, ganyan. So, more of like, has it been done in the past? So, kapag nagawa na siya, ano yung pwedeng tweaks na parang, na gusto mo pang aralin. So, anyway, going back, so, syempre, nahirapan ako kasi parang ako, set na kami, ganda na ng topic ko Bakit ganito? Bakit wala kaming data? Anong gagawin namin? So, siguro parang, dun yung parang isip ko, babagsak ba ako dito? Kasi syempre, di ba? Pag di ko natapos yung thesis ko na yun, di mangyari sa akin, di ba? In a way, thankfully, thank God, nakakuha kami ng ibang topic related to the original one. Pero, medyo nag-slight deviate na kami dun sa original na what we want to study. So, okay naman siya in the end. Pero, yun nga, parang sana na-research na namin on the onset. Di sana nakita namin. Pero kasi, challenges are meant to be there, diba? So, ako naman, ang principle ko is more of like, kapag may problema, hindi na natin dapat i-focus anong problema. Dapat i-focus natin paano natin gagawa ng paraan. Kasi pag focus ka sa problem, hindi, diba, walang mangyayari. So, ganun yung ginawa namin. Parang, okay, walang topic. So, one day of like morning. Tapos, kinabukasan, anong gagawin natin? Anong next? So, yun yung ginawa namin. Which worked.
That's good.
So, ang dami pa namin questions dito, guys. So, hang on.
Okay, so next is, were there specific tricks that help you stay focused and motivated while you're studying?
Well, I think for me, the trick that I did is, kasi morning person ako, so it helps na in the morning, say mga 3-4 a.m. gising ako to study. Kasi parang paggabi, masyadong marami nangyayari kasi syempre, gabi maraming gising, so dami mong pwedeng kausapin and stuff. So, that's the trick that worked for me. And also, kasi we live here in a city. A lot of, things going on, horn ng mga cars and everything. So, everything's busy. So, kaya parang I think it helps for me na kapag focus, pag studying, it would be in the morning.
So, you like it quiet? You like it?
Yeah. Yeah, kasi parang once, kunyari, mag 5-6 a.m. na, andyan na, dami ng parang mga motor, kung ano-ano, ganyan.
That's true.
The TV, kasi syempre you want to hear the news in the morning. So, how about you?
Tayo opposite ulit. Kasi ako naman, I can't really focus kapag walang sound, I guess. Kahit anong sound. So, for me, kasi parang feel ko, maantok ako Like, kahit walang sound, ganun. So, sa akin naman, so, kunyari, kasi sa amin, sa program ko, marami kami research papers. As in, like, yung projects namin, puro research papers. So, pag merong mga task na parang, alam mo yun, relax lang. Hindi ako marunong mag-multitask. Pero,
Yeah.
pag kunyari yung hindi mo kailangan ng deep concentration dun sa ginagawa mong task, meron akong separate screen to watch like comedy,
Oh, yeah.
movie, or series.
Hindi ko kaya yun.
Ako, particularly naman, English lang naman, pinapanood ko. Kasi parang gusto ko pa rin na, alam mo yun, na nag-glimpse ko, ano. Kasi
May pinakikinggan ka.
usually pinapanood ko naman is napanood ko na. So,
Yeah.
ang favorite ko is yung mga movies ni Adam Sandler. So, yung
Mga comedy.
Oo. Meron din introduce si Papa, yung Friends.
Yeah.
So, yun. So, marami. Dahil ko din pinapanood, alam mo naman siya. But I think kasi yun din nakahelp para hindi ako masyadong, para hindi ako mabato sa burnout stage. Kasi tumatawa ka.
Makes sense, ano?
Yeah.
Oo.
So, pag focus mode naman ako, music ako. So, ginagawa ko,
Yeah.
instrumental music. Pero particularly classical.
So, how do you stay motivated?
Gusto ko talaga yung program ko. May passion ako sa program ko. I think
Well,
kasi,
that's very nice.
diba? Kasi I like innovation naman.
Yeah.
So, I think yun din yung nakahelp. Kasi gusto ko talaga matutunan yung program ko that time.
Did you ever have a memorable study moment like the time you pulled an all-nighter or aced an exam unexpectedly? I think marami kang story.
Actually, meron lang nag-one standout. Kasi yun yung first ko na all-nighter na nag-stayed up ako hanggang 4 a.m. Although hindi siya, it's not anything na parang memorable na project. Parang, parang kailangan lang namin talaga siya gawin at that time. So, parang kasi, para kailangan matapos on schedule. So, ayun, hanggang 4 a.m. kami gumawa nung research. Pero, luckily, wala naman akong pasok the next day. Okay.
That's good.
So, ikaw ba? Meron kang...
Kami meron. Kasi, I think medyo broad yung course ko in a sense na, which helped, no, in terms of like my whole being. Kasi we had this project na parang feasibility study.
Yeah.
So, when we did feasibility study, so, syempre, you have to come up with a product. Kasi titignan mo nga kung bebenta, right? So, we were separated or parang we were grouped into groups. And then, ang nangyari was, we went to our classmate's house, which is in the far north. And then, what we did there is parang all-nighter siya in a sense na hindi kami nag-aral, but we did the product all night long.
Okay.
As in, hindi kami natulog. And then, the morning after, which is yung the day of, the day of selling, wala kaming tulog, pero sabay-sabay kami pumasok sa school. And then, ayun, nag-set up pa kami ng booth, ganyan, and everything. In a way, I guess my mind actually blocked that memory kasi parang after graduation, never ko na siya naalala. Until someone reminded me na, uy, naalala mo na ginawa natin to, ganyan. Hindi ko alam ba't siya binlock ng memory ko. Siguro parang it's not a pleasant experience in a sense na hindi ka natulog. Pero pleasant yung experience na syempre nakabond mo yung classmates mo, nakagawa kayo ng project, ganyan. Pero siguro yung hindi ka natulog, siguro physically, sabi nyo, ayoko nito, block it. Parang ganyan. So, pero at the end of it, actually, nakabenta naman kami. And okay naman siya. I mean, wala kaming, yung sa group, which I'm thankful for, wala siyang yung hindi kayo nag-away. It's just it's just a project. Gawin nyo, kaginawa namin, tapos nagbenta kami, smile, get all the teachers to buy, mga ganun. So, masaya naman siya. Yan lang, yun yung pinaka, I think it's not memorable in a sense, same sa'yo, pero parang I think it's a good experience.
Yeah.
So,
remembering.
Yun siya. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What study habits do you wish you had known sooner in college?
I think yung same, yung sa'yo, yung ginagawa mo. Kasi, at that time, wala talaga akong method eh. So, I guess that's also the reason why I tagged myself as nagka-cram or nagpa-procrastinate. Kasi, wala akong method talaga. Parang, no one taught me how to do things like that. Or even, siguro yung inspiration to see na, uy, possible pala ganun na lang mag-aral. Unlike this time, kasi ang daming lumalabas sa YouTube na, oh, this is how you study, this is how you do this, ganyan. So, ngayon pa lang ako natututo. So, like nga, yung sa OneNote, yung mga tick boxes, yung post-it, ganyan. Although, nandun ako sa point na ayoko masyado ng paper, so I do have post-its, pero hindi ko na siya nilalagay doon. Nilalagay ko siya sa OneNote or parang merong ano yun? Yung Microsoft Task nga ba yun? Parang, yun yung ginagawa ko right now. Sana nagawa ko siya before. And, right now, I think more of, like, may goals ka. Kasi dati parang, sige, kailangan lang itong basahin, ganyan, kasi may exam kami and everything. Pero I think what worked for, like, mga cum laude, mga ano, so hindi ako cum laude. So, I think what worked for them is, meron silang goals. So, like, kunyari, this time around, kailangan ko itong mabasa and masagutan, maintindihan tong chapter 3. Parang ganun. So, ako dati parang, sige, 1, 2, 3, basahin ko na yan. Okay, nabasa ko na. Naintindihan ko naman siya slight. Okay na yan. Parang ganun. Yun lang. How about you?
Ako naman, gusto ko sana na natutunan ko rin yung method ko way before. Like, kasi na-start ko yun, parang medyo paenda rin ako sa college. Sana nalaman ko na yun before pa. And also, I think yung digital note-taking talaga, yung nagsusulat ka rin sa notes mo sa phone. Kasi hindi ko pa na-try talaga yung paano siya nag-work. Kasi baka, in a way, mas helpful ba siya? Kasi mas mabilis ba mag-erase? May mga
nga.
Sana nung time natin, may technology na. Yung ganon.
Yeah. Pero actually, kahit wala pang technology at that time na nag-study tayo, parang masaya siya. Kasi wala kang distraction eh.
Well,
diba?
That's true. Actually.
I mean, kasi ngayon parang sobrang daming distraction, like yung mga social media, yung nanonood ka, yung mga ganun. Parang ang dami talaga. Parang you have to try to motivate yourself to be focused eh. Yun lang. I mean, may mga pros and cons, as you said. Parang may mga pros and cons naman siya. Yun lang yung na-appreciate ko dati. Kasi parang at least that time, focus lang ako. Ito lang ginagawa ko. Mas simple. Parang ganun.
Yeah.
Yun. We're down to few questions na lang. If you could go back, would you change how you approached study?
I think kasi dati, from high school, nasanay ka marami kang notebooks na dala. So,
oo, tama.
So, nung nag-college ka, yun din yung nakasanayan mo. So, parang...
yung bibili ka pa sa National Bookstore.
Yung as in, dapat kailangan pare-parehas. O kaya may design man lang. So, yun yung, I think, gusto kong bago. Malayos po mo. Ang bigat. Tapos ang inconvenient na to carry around. Kasi at the time din, parang sa amin, kailangan may dala ka ring laptop. Kasi kailangan siya sa school. So parang ang bigat, tapos may tubig ka. Mga ganun lang. I mean, alam ko hindi siya ganun ka. Pero yung, syempre everyday mo siya i-carry, kailangan di ba?
Yeah.
And also, I think, alam mo yung sa Japan, may mga bago silang stationery. Yung mga ganun, gusto ko try kasi tapos na ako dun.
Aral ka ulit.
Aral siya. Ang cool kasi. Ikaw ba?
Ako, if I could go back, would I change? Siguro hindi. Parang more of like, siguro more of not change but improve on being more focused. Gets? Kasi nga, yun nga, because being a crammer, being a procrastinator, parang it's a natural thing na sa akin na, first response. Na it's a natural thing na sa akin na, alam mo yun, parang, this is how I study, this is how I do this. Parang, gusto ko siyang i-improve na magkaroon lang ng focus on ano ba talagang gusto ko mangyari. Kasi, parang at that time, was I studying just for the sake of studying or because I'm very interested? Parang gusto ko sanang i-improve in whatever I do. I guess this is the real thing na I guess I struggle with. So, yun yung mga, I guess, parang if I could go back, would I change? Hindi naman. More of like improve lang.
Right mindset, no?
Oo, right mindset lang.
How do
Ayun
you
lang.
manage stress during exams or big deadlines?
Kasi nga gusto ko ang goal ko is to be relaxed all the time. And parang I guess I manage it by knowing ano yung dapat kong aralin. I manage it by, kunyari, may mga blockmates akong very studious and they know what they want to, study. So, I think more of like nagkakaroon kami ng study group. I go to the library where it's, kasi nga, di ba, parang mas gusto ko mas quiet. So, I go to the library as early as possible that I can. Kasi normally, exam ko, like mid or early afternoon. So, I still have morning, right? So, pupunta ako sa library. At least, at that time, nandun na ako sa school. Meaning, kung kailangan ko na mag-exam, like 5-minute walk lang siya, lalabas lang ako ng library. Hindi yung parang sa bahay pa ako, magko-commute pa ako and all that. So, ganun ko siya. So, study group and then be in the library as early as I can. Eh ngayon, pag hindi ka na nasa school, wala ng library, ang hirap maghanap ng mga public libraries na open ng kunyari early morning or late at night, 9 a.m. to 4. Hello, knock-knock sa ating mga char. Meron, pero yun nga lang, yung opening time nila is same as your work time. So, inisip ko, kung kunyari gusto mo mag-aral, paano yun? Paano ka pupunta dun? Pero I get naman the point of why they do that or parang ba't nila ino-open at certain time lang. Kasi syempre, like, kunyari, labor, di overtime yan kapag ganun katagal. O di kaya, second is parang, kapag 24 hours pa, ni safety. Yung mga ganun, like, ang dami mo kailangan i-consider. So, I guess one step at a time also for our government. Ikaw ba?
Ako naman, may prioritize ko na relaxing. So, meron akong breaks.
No.
Ganun na joke. But, yun nga, pag nag-break ako, ang ginagawa ko naman, parang syempre, kakagaling mo lang sa exam, di ba? O kaya parang kakatapos ng budget mo. Parang kang down. So, ako, like, same din sa method ko kapag, nag-research. Nanonood ako ng comedy movie or TV series. Pero, iba na. Like, kunyari, pwedeng Korean na. Kasi pwede na ako magbasa yung subtitle. So, yun, dun ako nag-rely din. So, nina-help niya talaga to relieve my stress at that time. Meron din akong reward system.
Yeah.
So, kunyari, after ko ng exam, big exam, pagtabas ng major task ko na yun, reward ko sarili ko ng McDo cheeseburger. So, yun yung...
Okay nga yun eh. I think okay yun, actually. Parang you associated there.
Mag-meet kami ng friends ko kapag tapos nung each term. Yun talaga nakakaya. Kasi syempre, pag after nung period na yun, di ba? Pwede ka maglabas na sama ng loob mo. So, kaibigan mo. Pero ikaw ba, meron ka rin bang ganun? May reward system ka ba at that time? Or, I guess...
No, mahirap ako eh. Ay, parang hindi ko siya inisip kasi parang at that time kasi syempre it's a hard economy. What? And it's a hard time of
nagkaroon ng recession.
Tagal pala. Kailan yun? Joke. Financial crisis eh. Joke lang. Hindi grabe ko. Hindi mo ganun katanda. Pero hindi kasi it's a hard time of my life. What? Parang hindi ko siya naisip at that time. Siguro, reward system, sleep. Yun siguro. Parang yun yung pinaka-reward ko. Actually, that time, marami akong experiment eh. Hindi na to related to the topic. Pero as in, pangit na experiment siya. Parang kunyari, after school, pagod na pagod ako, ganyan, everything. Since that time, nagko-contact lenses ako. Parang ini-experiment ko, sige mag-i-idlip lang ako, naka-contact lens naman ako, so sure akong gigising ako. So, in a way, parang mali siya. So, wala lang. I mean siguro yun yung mga parang ko.
So, parang natakot ako.
Hindi, parang yun lang yung mga parang parang, hindi siya reward system, pero parang something na natutuwa ako to do, parang, gawin ko kaya ito, ganyan. Pero majority of it parang to the bad side. So like, kunyari mag-makeup ka, tapos hindi ka nag-clean ng makeup mo before ka mag-nap. So parang, oh my gosh, may pimple na ako agad. So, mga pangit na side. Pero yun yung ginagawa ko after siguro mga big exams.
Isang ka-curious na hindi mo na talaga during study.
Oo, yun. So, ganun yung ginagawa ko. Hindi ako, I guess some people would find it weird, but
yeah,
it is what it is. For our last one, which siguro, ayoko kasi siya maging super serious, right? Pero siguro sana mapulutan ng aral ng ating mga curious sibs. Any advice you'd give to current students based on your experience? Kahit anong experience man yan.
Siguro for me, number one is really find your stress reliever. Kasi for me,
Makes sense.
College is really overwhelming eh. Parang,
Yeah.
di siya, pag di, yung mind mo, pwede kasi may, yun, naman ah. So, I think it's important. Di mo ba
Nawala yun.
Di mo ba alam?
Tingnan parang ako, relax lang guys.
Pero
joke lang.
Kasi medyo overwhelming yung college and I think it's important din na may mahanap kang something that would help you recharge. Diba?
Yeah.
Yun nga. For instance, going out with your friends after or having to find a hobby. I think.
Tama.
Ikaw ba?
That's very nice. Hindi. Lahat naman. Ay, parang template. That's very nice to know. So, how about that, Jola? I guess, I agree with that, Kasi parang right now, kanina hindi ako masyadong, yung sinabi mo, parang, ganyan. Hindi ko masyado siyang naisip. Pero kasi, actually, when you think about it, there are a lot of cases right now related dun sa mental health, right, ng mga students, which is quite alarming in a way. Kasi parang at that time, nung nag-aaral ako, wala namang ganun eh. Ang naka-add dun sa stress level ng mga tao is really the presence of social media, of all of the other distractions. Kasi parang, kunyari, biglang mag-post si student A na, tapos ko na to, shucks, ang tagal ko tong ginawa and everything. And then the other student B would see it and say, ay, shucks, wala pa ako nasimulan. Depressed ka na agad, di ka pa nga nagsisimula. Gets mo? In a way, I guess, ang nag-agree ako sa'yo, but I guess the advice that I would want to share, not advice parang more of like, as an ate to everyone who's still studying, is more of, alamin mo nga talaga yung purpose why you're doing it. Are you doing it just for the sake of doing it, or are you doing it for a particular purpose? Na, if you know the purpose of why you're doing it, check mo pa rin sarili mo, parang, is it really realistic yung goals mo? Or baka naman kasi nape-pressure ka lang for what? Yun yung lagi mong question, parang, ba't ba ako nape-pressure? Yun naman, hindi dahil na parang papabayaan mo yung pag-aaral mo, pero parang, tama pa ba? Healthy pa ba yung pressure? Kasi may healthy pressure naman eh. And meron syempre yung destructive. Huwag tayo dun sa destructive kasi we only have one life to live. So, it's not nice na gawin mong destructive yung sarili mo. So, anyway, going back to the advice to the current students, relax lang, take one step at a time, be present in everything. Parang kunyari kung nasa family gathering ka, be present on family gathering. Kung kailangan mo talaga mag-aral, then tell the people na kailangan mag-aaral. Just try to balance things out. Yun nga, tama ka. Dapat meron silang, or meron tayong, kahit naman nag-work ka dapat meron kang hobby.
Actually.
Diba? Kasi yun yung something to something to help you think of other things other than what you're focused on. Kasi isipin mo kunyari lang diba? Right? Isipin mo kunyari, inisip mo lang math. Yun lang lagi, no?
Math pa mo.
So kapag kunyari kausap mo yung partner mo or yung friend mo, math lang pag-usapan nyo. Parang ang boring nung life. Like, do you know that 1 + 1 is equals to 2? And then actually, 2 + 2 is 4 So like, diba? Like, think about it. As simple as parang weird yung example ko. Wag lang iisa yung focus mo. More of like do variety of things because that's what we are created for. Be social because you're a social being. Focus on studying because you're intellectual well-being. And touch on your emotion because you're an emotional person. And also touch on your physical self, like mag-exercise ka because yun yung ginawa na body mo. Like, isa lang naman body mo, isa lang life mo. I mean, just relax, do things in balance, and just know your goals, why you're doing what you're doing. Yes, yun sa akin.
Yeah.
So, is this a serious podcast or what?
I don't know.
And that's a wrap for this episode of Curious Sip.
Yay! We're always diving into new topics and exploring things we're curious about. So stick around for more fun discussions ahead.
And if you enjoyed today's video or today's episode, please like, share, and subscribe because the curiosity never stops here.
And also follow us on TikTok at Sid.Dynasty.
And thanks for tuning in. And as always,
Stay awesome.
stay curious.
And we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.